Chase Matthews, who's played by Anthony Edwards, gets notified of his wife's death at work while he's right in the middle of putting a dog to sleep? Yo, fuck you, Pet Sematary 2. Nobody wants to see a fluffy good boy get euthanized by a nerd. Renee's funeral, held in her hometown of Ludlow, Maine, is plagued by paparazzi. Was she really that famous an actor? Because it looked like she was acting in a full moon quality picture. Oh, and by the way, the minister at this funeral is not played by Stephen King, because King made sure his name was nowhere near this weird-ass movie. Chase decides to move to Ludlow in order to get Jeff out of Los Angeles, and to help out around the house, he hires Marjorie Hargrove, a character who I promise you'll forget about entirely until the end of this video. Right now, though, she's telling Chase how big a fan she was of his late wife's work, and then gets extra creepy about it when a box of Renee's clothes falls in front of her and she basically tries some of it on.
This is what she wore at the Emmys, isn't it?
Hey, don't touch his stuff.
Only I can touch her stuff, okay? They go to the site of Chase's new animal practice, which is almost as dirty as it is brown, but that's okay, because in a back room, Jeff finds a box of adorable kitties. Oh my god!
Great, so now I've opened up an orphanage too?
Yeah, dude, a kitty orphanage. What are you bitching about? Chase hasn't opened the place yet, but his new kitty concierge is already greeting their first customer. Zowie, what is that, a husky? A Malamute? Whatever this dog's breed, he's the best damn dog actor I've seen since and the Artist. Zowie's person is Drew, who's come here with his stepdad, Gus Gilbert, sheriff of Ludlow and founder of the Krusty Krab. Hope that's his only experience with crabs though, because he immediately starts telling Jeff about how he used to bang his dead mom.
Yeah, your mother and I used to be sweethearts.
Really?
Prom, homecoming, whole 9 yards.
You gotta love Clancy Brown, last seen on the kill count trying to stay awake in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. In this movie, he's the only one even trying to do a Maine accent, although sadly, there's not a single "I" to be heard. Jeff goes to his courthouse-looking new school the next day and somehow smuggles his kitten into class. No friggin' way that cat wouldn't jump out of his jacket at the first sight of a pencil. After class, Jeff gets harassed by Clyde Parker, a bully played by Tom Hanks' friend in Big, who teases Jeff for having a dead mom and then catnaps his kitten. Yo, we're the teachers in this school. A super exciting bike chase begins, during which the kid playing Clyde actually holds this kitten while riding his bike and even screams in its cute little face.
You having fun yet?
Yeah, I think that meow means no, dick. They ride past the Creed house, which is definitely not the same house they used in the original, and wind up at the also totally different Pet Sematary trail. Clyde tells Jeff that his kitty is in the cemetery, then makes another dead mom joke, which earns him a jab to the face and a punchy grunty roll around. Clyde wins the scuffle and bikes away with his goons, leaving Jeff by himself to walk down the trail and enter the Pet Cemetery. Pretty solemn place to be, huh, Jeff? Really makes you think about— what? Don't kick that dog grave, what the fuck, dude? He finds his kitten in a bird cage and rescues it from its ironic prison, then gets a heady vertigo zoom looking at the Landam Micmac Burial Grounds barrier. At Drew's house, Gus stares creepily as a couple of his rabbits do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump. What you doing with another rabbit?
Anything else. It will happen. Trust me. Smart. Planning is one thing. Execution is another.
Okay, the vault's got the gold.
He's gonna be so vengeful. I'll be here if the cops cause any trouble.
Okay, great. I've got that thing to the vault door.
What is that fucking smell? On the ground. Get down.
That's them, all right.
On the
Just
ground.
seeing them makes my blood boil. Tie them up and leave them by the van. They're coming with us when we leave. Whip was very specific about this. Keep the crowd in control.
Drop it! Don't think I won't kill you. Get down.
Yeah, down.
You, down.
Now it's just a matter of time. They're gonna come down harder on us if you kill civilians. Gold is golden. You're going to have to work hard on this one. Get into the bank. Control the room. Open the bank vault with a thermal drill. I'll try to have my guy drop it off for you. Then, get the gold out. It's heavy, so bring strong people. Get the loot to the escape van. At least as much as you think you can. Good luck. What the hell, guys? You weren't supposed to kill him now. Wick wanted them alive so we could teach them a lesson. Let's hope he'll be content with the thought of them dead.
I'll watch things here. I'll be there if things go wrong.
These fuckers will know my name.
Okay, great. I've got that thing to the vault door.
Shit!
Nice. Now start her up. Here we go. We should be through in a couple of minutes. Good thinking. Boars will slow them down. I see you took a hostage. That'll slow them down for a little while. Try and take it all if you can.
The dingoes wouldn't believe their eyes.
I don't say superb often.
The Golden Grin Casino was founded on post-war wealth. The time has come to redistribute.
There on your thigh, Gus. I don't like that. Yeah, maybe put that fluffy boy away and figure out a healthier outlet for your sexual energy. Aw, no, man. I didn't mean feeling up your wife in the kitchen as her son watches with a not this shit again look on his face. Gus and Drew don't in the kitchen as her son watches with a not this shit again look on his face. Gus and Drew don't get along at all. Gus won't let his stepson watch hockey at the dinner table, he makes him keep his dog outside, and he insults his portion sizes.
I thought we were gonna tone down on your flabby ass.
Damn, this kid's life must suck. Especially because you know Gus is gonna be purposefully loud in bed while he's screwing his mom. When Zowie tries to get into Gus's rabbit cage, it breaks the big man's concentration, and nobody gives Byron Hadley blue balls. So Gus goes outside with his rifle and holy shit, just friggin' shoots that dog, yo.
Gus, what have you done?
Come on, Amanda. Stop looking at me like that.
Yeah, I only shot your son's pet. I don't need your judgment. Drew finds Zowie bleeding by a tree, and the scene would be a whole lot sadder if it wasn't for the fact that you know this good boy dog actor got lots of tasty treats for doing such a good job here. Aw, he's so cute. Also, it's kinda hard to take this scene seriously when you've got a sappy song playing in the background with some vocals that end up getting a little Jack Black there. The next day, Drew tells Jeff that Zowie's dead, baby. Zowie's dead. So the two of them carry this dog carcass through the public pet cemetery and over the barrier to the secret pet cemetery, the Indian burial ground one, which, once again, gotta recommend our podcast episode featuring Joey Cliff, where we talk about that trope in horror movies. Drew tells Jeff about the burial ground's supposed powers, and Jeff don't take too kindly to the idea.
I know your dog died, but get a grip, man. You're freaking me out.
But Drew is undeterred, and when they get to the burial ground, he knows that you have to bury your own, so he gets to digging a grave for his beloved Zowie, and when he's done, he tops the plot off with a cairn for any hikers in the area. Then he and Jeff sit down and chew some gum. Okay, yeah, I cut out the dialogue in those clips there, but still, who made the choice to have these kids chomping on gum for an entire scene? Whatever, at least we get another awesome aerial shot that shows off the impressive burial grounds as they leave. That's pretty damn cool looking. And wow, does that shot go high. Is that thing on a helicopter? That night, Drew finds out that Zowie has come back as Smile Dog, but he can't be too happy about it, not only because Zowie's not a good boy anymore, but also because Gus grounds him for lying about his dog being dead. Okay, they call Chase over in his pet ambulance or whatever, so Zowie can go to the ER, which in this case is just the Matthews house. Jeff's understandably tepid about having an undead dog as a house guest, especially since he's already got an adorable little bed kitten. Aw, cute little kitty. Hope it doesn't get too scared of the dog-headed dead mom rocking in a chair in Jeff's room. So sure, that was just a dream, but unfortunately for Jeff, the scary zombie dog in a rocking chair is totes for real. After 3 days, Zowie's wounds still haven't started healing yet, so Chase takes a blood sample and puts him in the kennel, although it looks more like a circus cage with that thing prowling around in it. Careful there, little orphan kitties. Now it's Halloween all of a sudden, and although Drew was grounded by Gus, his mom Amanda helps him put on his best Dracula makeup and lets him go out. He and Jeff, who's dressed like Jason for the splittest of seconds, go to the pet cemetery where both of their undead costumes would feel quite welcome. That is until a ghost mom falls onto Jeff and knocks him to the ground. God damn, dude, do bullies really tease people with dead parents this much? And what's that little Don King kid so damn smiley about? Close your mouth, jackass. Clyde takes off his face pantyhose long enough to tell all these underage drinkers the story of Louis Creed, which in 3 short years has become something of an urban legend. Unfortunately for these kids and their story time, It turns out Gus came home early tonight and found Drew missing from the house. So now he's here at the cemetery, sending these minors in possession, running for the records. Gus grabs Drew and domestically abuses his face with a punch. Or is that police brutality? You know what, dude? I think it's both. Gus sucks. Before things can get even uglier, Zowie the zombie dog shows up and jumps onto Gus, knocking him to the ground. After a few minutes of growling and wrestling, the ex-carcass canine tears away at Gus's neck flesh. Owie, Zowie! This zombie dog's a one and done because Gus dies instantly, with his gnarly inner neck meats all exposed. Nice. Although Gus was the world's biggest doucher, these kids immediately decide to bring the bastard back from the dead. Yeah, give the psycho cop zombie powers. Great idea, guys. Also, it's hilarious how the movie skips past the part where these two 13-year-olds lug 6'4" Clancy Brown up a mountain. The rain that night doesn't keep Gus from coming back, and after peeping in on Jeff there, he goes to his own home and scares the crap out of Drew. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is when Clancy Brown's performance goes from competent to incredible. Because Zombie Gus is what single-handedly makes this movie kind of awesome. In fact, Clancy Brown was nominated for an acting award from Fangoria for the performance. Too bad it was the same year as Silence of the Lambs, or else this might have taken it.
Okay, mask up when you're ready.
Drunk Zombie Gus wraps up his neck wound and then goes to bed, where he sexually assaults Amanda. But we don't need to see that here. It's not like the movie pays it any importance. Instead, it skips ahead to the next day, when Drew tells Jeff that Gus was pretty cool to him that morning and was almost acting like a real dad. Meanwhile, Jeff's real dad, Chase, gets the results from Zowie's blood sample. And bad news, Goose, the diagnosis is that dog be dead. Even worse, that dead dog be gone. I'll spare you the shot of bloody orphan kitten bits, though. Evidence that Zowie had a feast of felines on his way out. Chase visits Dr. Yolander, who this movie claims was Ludlow's town vet during the Creed family incident, but I watched that first movie and I don't know him. In truth, this guy is only here to tell Chase about the cemetery's powers and laugh maniacally with his stuffed animals to some grunge music. That L7 track plays over a montage of Gus gutting rabbits like he's in a Michael Moore movie. Zombie Gus is efficient and messy, as Jeff sees when he comes over to Drew's for dinner that night.
Good job. I'll tell you through it as we go. But the skinny is this. The golden grin has a big
Yo, Drew, when did Gus get so cool? Oh man, Gus is awesome now. Yeah. Over at the Matthews house, Chase is watching his dead ex-wife in a movie where she gets shot and killed. What are you doing, dude? That's not gonna be good for your mental health. That's proven later that night when he's sleeping in a bed of blue light. Chase